Hello, Zach Yelton here, Director of Premium Services at Coastal Shores Landscape. Welcome to July 2021. This is your newsletter video. Thanks so much for tuning in. July is here, summer is in full swing, and our teams are rocking and rolling, hydrating well each day because of the heat out here. But with all this heat welcomes nice, lush lawns, lush landscapes. All of our hard work here in the spring is starting to pay off, and we're starting to see things really grow in and fill out in the landscape. So we're excited about that. One thing that you can expect from our maintenance teams this month is turf fertilizer. So we do our second round of turf fertilizer for all of you who are monthly maintenance customers or application customers. We generally have a schedule there that we're following. Our spring turf fertilizer that we've put out for you maintenance customers, most of that has washed through the soil at this point. It is a slow release product, but after about 90 days, that stuff is washing through the soil, and then our second round of fertilizer goes down in late July. So the last part of this month, probably the last week of the month, you can expect our second round of turf fertilizer to go down on your properties. Again, if you are a maintenance customer, you'll be receiving that. Your application customers have a schedule that we're following as well there. If you are in need of more fertilizer or maybe have questions in regards to your fertilizing program or need some advice on one, please reach out. We have a great application program that we implement for a lot of our lawns. We come out once a month and make applications, and according to your property, your needs, your turf, your plants. It's proven to work very well for us. So if that is you, if you're in a situation where you just want to throw your hands up, you don't know, please reach out and let us know. We'd love to help with that. A couple of things that are important for you to know in regards to the landscape for the month of July. July is at a point in the season where we're really starting to ramp up with insect pressure. It's still a little early for things like fall armyworms and sod webworms, although we may see a little of that. Mole crickets and chinch bugs are the primary pests that we're concerned with in the turf during the month of July, particularly mole crickets. If you've had mole crickets in your community, maybe your neighbors, maybe you've heard whispers of that being an issue around your community or in one of your neighbors' homes, or maybe you've experienced it at your home. If you've had that in the past, you can expect it again this year. Mole crickets stay very local in one place. The adults are very smart, very tough to kill, and they'll go deep in the soil in the winter and overwinter down there, and then come up during the spring to mate and keep making more mole crickets. And so we are fighting those right now. If you've had that in your lawn in the past, we're looking out for that. In fact, by now we've probably reached out to you already if it's a problem we've known about, and we've made an insecticide application to help prevent some of that damage from the young mole crickets that would form. But our teams are trained to know this stuff. If you're getting a weekly visit from our maintenance teams, or even if you're an application customer, we know what to scout for, we know what to look for, and so if we're seeing anything like that, we're bringing that to your attention, and we'll make a proper recommendation for treatment if we see any mole cricket activity. We do have some more information on mole crickets. If you've been subscribing to this newsletter in the past, you've seen some videos. I did a mole cricket video, a whole mole cricket video on how to identify them and flush them out of the lawn, and then even some solutions for treatment. So check our website for the links to that. But mole crickets are a big pest, and they can do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. So again, we trained our guys just this morning in our Thursday training meeting. We did a refresher on mole cricket damage and what to look for, what to scout for out there. So with all that, you should be well covered if you're a customer, but if you have any concerns, please reach out to us about that. So that's the biggest thing that you can be on the lookout for here during the month of July and August. The other thing I would say is irrigation. So while we had a very dry month of March, April, and even in May, we're now starting to get some more regular weather patterns. We've had some afternoon thunder showers, but we've also had a few tropical systems come through, and that's typical for our area. And as we go through into the summer, it's really unpredictable. We could run through a dry spell where we have 4 or 5 weeks of hot, dry weather, and your irrigation systems are going to have to be at 100% in order to keep your properties in good shape. But with all the weather patterns we've had, especially recently, we've had some good heavy rain showers come through. It's a good idea to make sure your rain sensors are working properly. What do I mean by a rain sensor? I mean the device that is on your system, hooked into your system to help shut the system down in the event that you get a certain amount of rainfall. That's going to help your properties not get overwatered, not get too much water. And it's going to be very important. A property that's getting too much water, not only is it a concern for maintenance, it's hard to maintain a property that's too wet. It can also promote disease and particularly fungus. And so we want to watch out for that. We want to make sure we're getting adequate amounts of water to your lawn and landscape, but not too much. So one thing, while we can't control the weather, we can control the irrigation. If you've got concerns about your rain sensor, or maybe if your system does not have a rain sensor, please reach out and let us know. We can give you some advice on that as well. So that's all for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate all of you as our customers. We value you, and we thank you for tuning in to our July 2021 newsletter.